Today's video blog deals with the bees. The disappearance of Western honeybee colonies is one of the most important issues of this millennium. This great colony collapse is one of the primary causes for the reduction in crop yields throughout the world. Ireland had reports of more than 50% of all hives were lost to the new epidemic of CCD. Colony collapse is focused primarily in Western countries. The Great Colony Collapse started in 2006 in North America, then Belgium, France, Germany, Greece, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain. Typically all of Europe was affected by the CCD. The statistical data has came in. Most of it has been processed and analyzed by the greatest minds in North America and in Europe. In North America, the statistical data is as follows. 2.44 million of honey-producing hives in the United States has decreased from 4.5 million in 1980 and 5.9 million in 1947. Now all of these numbers act as an underestimate for the active hives being managed throughout the country. For that number is give or take, plus or minus, from what the actual number is. Ladies and gentlemen, 24 different states, including Canada, have reported 23.8% decline in the amount of hives produced due to CCD, colony collapse disorder. Within this specified criteria of CCD, the United Kingdom reported a 30% decline of all bee production from 2007 to 2008. Italy reported rates of 40 to 50% of a loss of all hives produced. This is a global epidemic, so we must look closely at the causes. And what are some of these causes? Malnutrition, pathogens, fungus, and beekeeping practices such as the use of antibiotics. Some scientists even report the subtle electromagnetic radiation from cell phone towers and other electronic portable units and satellites as being the cause of CCD, colony collapse disorder. We're talking about a civilization that can cure AIDS, or at least slow it down, with very specific medication. We're talking about a civilization that uses technology to reduce the effects of cancer and other acute diseases. We're talking about a civilization that can go into the mind and correct the positioning of a neuron, but yet all scientists combined cannot come up with an answer for the CCD. Scientists are not sure if it's a single factor or a combination of many factors for which this problem becomes harder to solve. The lack of leads in this case had led to millions of bees dying without even the best minds understanding in what way to prevent this. In Islam, there was a revelation that was given to the bees. They were given instructions on how to gather from different flowers and to pick the nectars to create this elixir, which we call honey. That within this elixir, there is a cure. The ayat of Quran lets us understand that Allah speaks to the bees for their importance over all other insects. And as Muslims, we knew this 1400 years ago. Your local farmer knows what's at stake. The question becomes, do you know what's at stake? So as Muslims, we must be up to date on this topic and take the lead, as I have, on the issue of CCD, because in reality, we losing the bees will be the primary source for famine throughout the world. Rising prices by the speculators on the New York Stock Exchange on commodities is not one of the main reasons why food prices is going up, nor global warming. Everyone who knows anything about science in this situation with CCD understands that food prices will inevitably go up as each and every bee dies. So let's make a dua for our bees and all of Allah's creations, and hoping that Allah sustains us and pulls us away from greed and arrogance, and allows us to remember that it's as small as a bee. Once this bee is gone, your food will be gone. Food for thought. This is your brother Umar, signing out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.